Hey, it's Chaya here with Real Talk, your minute a day of thought-provoking words to promote growth and mental health awareness. I'm here in Chile, guys. I get to make these videos from all different places in the world and, keep you in the loop of everything. The all different places in the world is the highlighted part. I love traveling. It's actually crazy. I'm just a traveler. Like, by nature, this is my thing. This holiday happens to be, we had to take tons, like a whole extra suitcase of food, which definitely makes it different and a little bit more like harder because we can't eat from outdoors like we can't eat from anywhere else. So we have to take along all the food we're going to eat for 10 days in a suitcase. And we got stopped at the border, and instead of it being taken away, which raw meat usually will be, we actually were able to accept, like, they let us, which is crazy. And it's insane because right now there's a whole jumble of emotions I'm feeling. One of them is excitement and grateful and just like love. And then another one is like disconnection. Like, they just disconnect already. Just like, why are you trying to feel more feelings? Disconnect, don't feel a thing, you'll feel so much better. And they're both living in me and they're both okay. It's okay. The way I see it, this holiday was always a place where I was surrounded by the feeling of like darker colors and just this feeling of like, you're not that important. Just kind of get with the program. Like, why do you want love? Why, like, we can give you what we can give you, and our focus, our goal is at the end for you to have a beautiful holiday. So just get out of the way so that we can do that. Instead of, what I'm going towards, which is you are the most important. So therefore, like, throughout the entire path of making that beautiful holiday, we got to make sure you're feeling good, because if you're not, then we have a problem. Then forget the beautiful holiday. It's not worth it. And I guess what's really hard for me is that it's actually kind of working. It's kind of starting to work in my benefit of like, you're the most important. Yehuda, the guy I'm engaged to. I still get chills. Literally, it was a week ago today. So the guy I'm engaged to, he's constantly making me feel like I'm good enough and I'm the most important, and that, I guess, scares me because I was told that I wasn't ever gonna find that, and I feel like I have nothing to give back. Like, what can I return with? And and I give all the love I can possibly give, but then comes this moment, and I've noticed this over this holiday a lot, where I get so scared off of like, I'm not going to be able to give him enough, so I want to stop giving. I want to just disconnect. And it's like, kind of like my childhood is pulling me back and saying like, Kaya, like, why are you there? Like, why do you think you can ask for love and get it? Like, come back. You don't get to have love. You don't get to feel those feelings. It just doesn't work that way. And it's really painful for me because I feel like there's some part of me that's not up to date with where I'm at and that isn't willing to accept how beautiful my life is because of the pain of my past and because of how scary it is that this might be a reality. And it's crazy because on the other side, there's a part of me that definitely does accept it. Like, I had such a beautiful time. The last 2 days were absolutely amazing. And yet, I still have this feeling. So it's like, as I said, there's both of them living inside of me. This one grateful, happy, amazing place. And then there's this, ow. And I want to give that moment for that owl place because I feel like I don't. I feel like I choose to almost like ignore it or make it less because like it's so good here. like kind of like almost acting the way they did to me of like, get with the program. You finally have everything you wanted. Why the hell are you acting like that? Like, why are you still fetching? Like, you got everything. But I want to tell that part that I get it. It's really hard. It's hard to really believe that it's real after years of getting it a total different way. And I want to give you all the time in the world to figure it out, to come up to date, to come live with me in the world I live in. You know, I know you keep wanting me to remember what was because you're afraid that I'll forget. I can never forget. It's hard for me to go back there because I hate it. And because it was so hard just to live through the first time of it, that remembering it now with the knowledge I have today is so extremely painful. But I'll go back there a million times if that's what we need to do to make you feel safe again. But like I said, to make you feel safe again, the purpose gotta be to bring you out. The purpose has to be to bring you here, because this world that I created for you. I created for the part of me that's stuck back in that past and the horror stories that used to be my life. That's why I created all this. And I really want to bring you here. I want you to see the world I live in. I'm on camera now, okay? I'm here in a hotel room. I'm about to go for a quick road trip. I have this beautiful life set up. And I know that it was scary when we were younger. I know that this holiday was painful, but it's not anymore. It doesn't have to be. You do get to want love, and you do get to have it, and you do get to accept it. I'll do everything in my power to show you how we get to accept it and how we get to enjoy every bit of it. All I ask is that you perhaps step aside and watch just a little bit. Instead of putting all these images back in my head and getting us lost in them, how about you step aside and kind of just watch what's going on. See what happens. Whoa! Every single one of these videos do it to me. It's crazy. That's why it's called Naked, and that's why it's called the Messy Middle Edition. Because it's messy, it's the middle, and my God, it's naked. Wow. What I did right now was really just talk to the part inside of me that keeps, it's kind of like where my PTSD is stored, like there's some part of my brain that sends me memories constantly, especially when it's good, to make sure that I can be there and kind of heal them. And what I've learned is that sometimes I can heal them and sometimes I need them to step aside because they're too overwhelming. And I cannot heal them if I get stuck in them, right? If you have PTSD, you know exactly what I'm saying. And even if you don't, you might know what I'm saying because you've had it sometimes on some level where like a memory just kind of showed up and you got stuck there, rather than, you might not even know that it's possible, but rather than saying to it like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That was a scary time, wasn't it? I'm so sorry. It's not here and now, but it's okay. And making room for that feeling. It's really hard to make room for those feelings, especially when there's so many of them. And especially when you feel like I should be feeling happy and good right now. But it's possible. I'm doing it. That's my work for today. That's my work for this trip, really, is learning how to allow myself to feel more than one feeling, but most of all, how to take myself out of that past that I was in, take myself out of the pain that I was in, and slowly bring myself into up to date to where I am today. And I really want to wish you freedom to do the same, to feel the freedom of that breakthrough of, holy cow, I don't live in the past. I live here and now. My here and now is better than it used to be. And I can create whatever I want. I want to wish you that. And I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for witnessing my growth and witnessing my journey. It feels really amazing to share it. And I really hope it does impact you some way or another. Like and subscribe. Let me know you like it. See you soon.